meaning of work is some activity that requires physical or mental effort. But according to physics, the definition of work is more precise and it is without any confusion. In physics, if a force displaces an object, the work is said to be done. SI unit of work done is Newton into meter, henceforth it is called as joules. Energy is the capacity to do work. Energy is the cause of the work and effort. Therefore, both work and energy have the same unit, which is joule, in the SI unit and erg in the CGS unit system. Kinetic energy and potential energy are the two main types of energy. Power is the work done in unit of time. In other words, power is a measure of how quickly the work can be done. The unit of power is watt, that is 1 joule divided by 1 second. In this chapter, we will learn more about work, energy, power and their measurements and units. So, hi everyone, welcome to Study with Akshay and this is Akshay. So, I have given you a brief note about what and all we will be learning in this video. So, before getting started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get regular notification. And people who require tuition support, additional support, crash course support can contact the contact numbers given in the description window. Let's move ahead further with today's concept, that is work, energy and power and their measurements and units. What is work? Work is said to be done only when a force is applied on the body makes the body move. The amount of work done by a force is equal to the product of force and the displacement of point of application of force in the direction of force. Work is equal to force into displacement, that is a scalar quantity. Note, the amount of work done by a force depends on the magnitude and the direction of force and the displacement it produces. If the force acts on a body and the body does not move, then no work is said to be done. So all these points are very important and you must remember each and every key point. So in this chapter there is not much pictures or images which will come and go, and the sequence is jumbled. With reference to that particular unit, the sequence is jumbled. The headings differ and I will be saying the corresponding heading in the textbook as well as in this slide. What does that mean in your textbook and what does that mean in this slide? So in most of the cases the heading remains the same. If the heading is changed in some of the cases or if the sequence is jumbled, I will be saying it at the moment. So all of you understood what is work, I suppose. Let's move ahead with expression for work. What is an expression for work? Work done, that is W, is equal to force into component of displacement in the direction of force. Okay, so in the other way around, what I have given in your textbook is force into displacement of point of application of force in the direction of force. Okay, so a bit change in words but both means the same and the marks will be given if you write in this way also. Work is equal to S cos theta with respect to the angle theta. If the displacement is in the direction of force, that is theta is 0 degree, then cos theta is, that is cos 0 degree is 1. Then work is equal to force into displacement. The work done is maximum and it is positive. So all these things are given as different cases in your textbook. Case 1, case 2, special cases, under special cases, all these things are given. So I have put all the things under the same heading, expression of work. So I have not put under the subheading all those things. So instead of making you people read more and more all the stories which are given in your textbook, so I have made listed out key points which are more easier for you to read. Yeah, so this is with expression of work. Then we have different conditions for the work. What are the different conditions? Condition for the work done to be 0, and this is also under a special case itself. Special cases of work we have now. over there we have these conditions. So then when there is no displacement, then S is equal to 0. S refers to displacement is equal to 0. Then force is 90 degree. Okay. So all these are special cases itself. If the displacement is in the direction opposite to the force, then theta is 180 degree. Okay. So the important thing is the angle should be remembered. There is work for your brain as well. Then work is equal to force into cos 180, that is work is equal to force into displacement. The work done is negative because cos 180 is nothing but minus 1, okay, which is not there in our trigonometric standard angles. Though it is not there, they have given for this. So only one value which you have to remember is cos 180 degree is minus 1. So it comes under a concept called as quadrant angle, which we don't have in our 10th standard for the present year. Okay. Then work done by a force of gravity. So your gravity, while involving the concept of gravity, we involve an expression called as mgh. So mg refers to force, h refers to the displacement. Mass into gravity, gravity here refers to acceleration due to gravity into height. Yeah, the same thing has been given. The work done by a force of gravity is same whether the man comes down from a certain height using a staircase or along the slope he comes down. The same height using a lift or a elevator. All remains the same. The work done remains the same. So that is with that, and then coming to the unit of work. Almost coming to the last part of work. What is the unit of work? SI unit of work is Newton meter, okay, which is also called as joules. So don't get confused with moment of force and this. Okay, many of them often get confused. So moment of force, there is no direction basically involved. Your displacement direction is involved. So work done is basically a scalar anta kottidare. I mean, they have given it has a scalar, but it's not a scalar. It's a vector in reality. But as per theoretically, it is scalar. Okay, theoretically they have given as per the textbook it is scalar. When you multiply a vector, that is force, into a vector that is a displacement, you end up in getting a vector itself. Okay, so as per this is an exception case, work is a scalar. Okay, so why is it and all we are not supposed to explain as per the limitations of 10th standard. The explanation will be given as you study higher and higher. Okay, for more details you can mail me or you can put a comment. I will be explaining you in that. Instead of wasting others' attention in this video, I will explain that completely for you people, whoever are interested. So what is one joule? So this is the most common question which is asked for defining. What is the SI unit of work and define it? They might ask. Okay, SI unit of work is joules. One joule is the amount of work done on an object when a force of 1 Newton displaces it by 1 meter along a line of action of force. So this is all self-explanatory. Okay, so the definition which they have given in textbook a bit quite difference in the words, but it doesn't matter for us. As far as examination is concerned, this much would be sufficient. Then CGS unit is CGS for Newton is dyne, for meter is centimeter, so it will be dyne centimeter, or else you can write it as erg. ERG, that is erg. So 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 erg. So what is this conversion? How did you get 10 to the power of 7? 1 Newton is 10 to the power of 5 dynes and 1 meter is 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Upon multiplying them as per the law of indices, we will be getting 10 to the power of 7 erg. Okay, so this is all basics of your physics. Then coming to the concept of power. What is this power? I have briefly explained before starting this video. So moreover, it's my duty to explain this in depth over here. Power, it is defined as rate of doing work or the rate of transfer of energy. Okay, so rate of doing work is the only part which is given in your textbook, or you can write it as rate of transfer of energy. Then also you will be getting the equal amount of mark, because work energy is basically the capability to do work, right? So transfer of energy means also the same, so no need to bother with respect to the definition as much. So but the work and the meaning conveyed should be the same. Okay, and they search onto few keywords over here. Rate of doing work, so this is keyword. Transfer of energy, rate of transfer of energy. Rate is very important because it is work by time we are taking it as. Okay, right? So rate is very important. So another expression is P refers to here basically power. Power is equal to force into velocity or average speed. You can take V as anything over here. So P, don't get confused with momentum and power. So with respect to this chapter it is power, and with respect to other chapter where we use momentum, there I will be making it even more clear with respect to power and momentum, so no need to bother. And this power is given by different meaning in different chapter. Once you come to the lens chapter, there is something called as power of a lens. Okay, and then we have electric power over there in the current electricity, so no need to bother about it. You have to be clear with the concept and the name given in that particular chapter. So here it is just power. When you come to the lens chapter, it is power of a lens. When you come to the electricity, current electricity chapter, it is electric power. So no need to get confused in any way. And if you are facing such confusion, do put a comment window. I will be suggesting you few quotes to remember this. Okay. SI unit of power is watt, and it is basically indicated by the symbol capital W, 1 watt. So watt it is named after a scientist. So as per the rules of writing the SI system, SI rules, or writing the symbol, when something is named after a scientist, when you are writing it in complete words, it should be written using a small case, and when you are writing just a symbol, you will be writing it in the uppercase, okay, or in the capitals. Okay, you can make out the difference. This is uppercase and this is lowercase. And even with respect to joule also, joule is also named after a scientist, so it is lowercase, here it is uppercase. Okay, so 1 watt is equal to 1 joule by 1 second, or 1 watt is equal to joules per second. 1 HP. HP here refers to not your HP company, nothing with respect to that. It is only HP. HP refers to horse power. 1 horse power is equal to 746 watt, which is equal to 0.746 kilowatt. This part where we use horsepower concept, right? So this is very important, and this plays a very important role in your 1 mark question, which is there in your main paper. In most of the papers they ask this conversion. Horsepower is most commonly asked question. Okay, and then we have CGS unit of power, that is erg per second, or 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second, which is equal to 10 to the power of 7 erg per second. Factors on which power spent by a source depends on the amount of work done by a source, the time taken by a source to do the said work. Okay, so those were the factors. Coming to the differentiation, so if they ask for a 2 mark or a 3 mark question with respect to the differentiation, each point carries 1 marks over here. So in differentiation, both the left side, the left differentiation column and the right differentiation column should be correct. Like work is equal to force into displacement, power is equal to work by time. If you write like this only, if both are correct, or either work is correct, force is wrong, you will not be getting the 1 mark completely. There is no off mark concept, you will be getting 0 over there. Or either force is correct, power is correct, and then work is wrong, in that case also you will be getting 0. So be careful while writing the differentiation. Both the columns should be correct, not only one column. And later on you cannot ask them, just because my one column is correct, I must be getting half a mark over there. There is no half marks concept in the board examination. So work is equal to force into displacement, power is equal to work by time. So this thing you can write. One thing is basically the relationship expression. One more thing is the differentiation. One more thing is the unit. So you can take a code over here. Differentiation D, expression E, and unit U. DEU or DUE, due. You can take a code over here. Definition, unit, and then the expression. DUE, due is the code over here. It depends on the time. It does not depends on which the work is done. Okay, and or else you can write the definition also. This is on the dependence. These here refers to dependence, or you can add your definition also over here. It doesn't matter. Okay, and SI unit is joule, SI unit is watt. Okay, 3 points, solid 3 marks. Energy. Energy possessed by an object is measured in terms of its capacity of doing work. Okay, unlike the work, energy is a scalar quantity. So like work only, energy is a scalar quantity, because as I have told, there is some exception with respect to vector multiplication, so that we will be studying it in higher classes. So if you want the concept of vector representation or the vector multiplication to be more specific, do contact me using my mail ID or through the comment window. I will be explaining with respect to this, why is it scalar and not a vector. Okay, these are the exception cases under vector. Basically, these are exception cases. Basic law of vectors states that when two vectors are multiplied, and the resultant vector will also be a vector itself. Okay, like force is a vector, and even the displacement is also a vector, then it will be a vector itself as per the law. So your work and energy are the two exceptions under that. Okay, each and every cases will have an exception, right? Like while we come to the liquid at room temperature, mercury is the liquid at room temperature, right? So that is an exception, being a metal, that too. Okay, so this is with respect to energy, and unit of energy is therefore same as the work, that is joule. What is it? It is joule, and 1 joule of energy is required to do 1 joule of work. And unit of energy is, as I have told you, energy in the household, energy used in household, industries and commercial is basically measured in kilowatt hour. So these things we will deal even more in our household circuit chapter, as well as in current electricity chapter, when we come in detail with what is kilowatt hour, everything. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 kilowatt into 1 hour, that is 1000 watt into 3600, that is 36 lakh joules. This is a basic differentiation. Again, what is this? Definition, depends, unit, d square u. You can take a distinct d square u as the code for this. One d refers to definition, one more dependence, and u refers to units. D square u is the code word for energy and power difference. Okay, capacity to do what? The energy spent by a body in 1 second. It does not depends on time. It depends on the time at which the work is done. Its unit is joule. Its unit is watt. Hope the concept is clear in this video. We will be coming with the next video with respect to the same chapter, and we will be completing this. If you have liked this video, please click on the thumbs up button. Please do share this video, and for your contact details regarding the tuitions and coaching classes for crash course for your semesterized examinations and all will be mentioned in the description window. Do watch through the description window. It will be very helpful if you join further tuitions, both for you as well as for your parents, because you must, that is their only intention, that you must score a good marks. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you.